non-lethal. You lose.
Exploding compression bullets.
No one likes to show off.
Unless what they're showing off is dope as f.
That's true.
Welcome to another episode of Show Off. Today, I want to talk about, well, I'm going to take your questions, obviously. Whatever questions you have, I will answer them. I'm hoping my audio is good because I've been working on that. So I think it is. I think it's good today. So I'm gonna take your questions. I'll dive into my messages, but I also wanted to talk about the aluminum display case because there have been several updates from when that video originally released 2 years ago. Holy crap, that's 2 years. And we'll go through the video and talk about the updates. I'll bring out one of those cases. And we'll talk about that too. Thank you. Thank you, A Rambling Man's Life. Yes, I am starting to set up my studio to also be a voiceover studio because I'm finally just saying, screw it. It's time to just go out there and do more auditions. I used to audition. I've done a couple of things here and there. But it's time to go full into the voiceover world because one of my dreams is to be a voice in a Star Wars cartoon and work with Dave Filoni. It could be anything. It could be like Passenger Number 3 and whatever. Anyway, I want to do all that. But today we're going to talk about the aluminum display case for most of the time, but I will take your questions on anything. You whatever you want. You talk to me. We'll discuss it. I fucking love Bob Dylan. Hey, back at you, Mr. Dylan. There's a lot of sexy Greeks near you, huh? Near you. So yeah, thanks. I love Bobby D. So yeah, we're gonna discuss display cases and also, I'm going to start wearing shirts of other channels that I like. So today, this is 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗹's channel, and this is their shirt. I love this shirt because everything needs to be 1/6, especially the turtles from the 1990s movie. Seriously, can we get them in 1/6, please? But yeah, go to 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗋's. Grab one of these shirts. That's really nice. I'm moving to this company, the Fourth Wall. So, my Teespring people, I'm not enjoying how long it's taking them to send stuff out. Anyway, so yeah, everything should be in 1/6, right? So, let's go into the chat and see who's there. We've seen some people already. Windman42, my dude. What is up? I cannot wait. Randall is excited. Windman's making... well, we'll surprise. You know what? We're not going to say. We'll surprise it. Randall will do a whole announcement. The Bro Collector! Let's get this party started! It started. Let's do this. 1/6 delight. Hello. How's it going, my friend? Thanks, Bob Dylan. Yeah, you got it. You hit a certain age, like, what have I done? I haven't followed my dreams. I've been saying I was going to follow them for like 20 years, and I haven't done them, so yeah. And Windman can see that now. Yeah, needs to be 6 scale. 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗋's channel, which I'm hopefully will be there on Monday. I told him I would be, but... Now we made dinner plans. My little one did well in something, and we're celebrating. She likes raw oysters, so we're gonna go to a place where she can eat as many as she can without making me go broke. So there's that. And she's 10 and loves oysters. It's crazy. Yeah, weird. Oh, and last week, I do apologize for not having a show last week. I kind of share this route while my parents are in the United States for the like 6 months. They live here 6 months, 6 months in Greece. My father uses this room, and he was very sick, so I could not do a stream. But now he is well. But now I'm going through some health issues that I'm getting checked out on, and I hope we can figure it out because it's driving me crazy. I'm in a lot of pain. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, let's see. Oh, yes, there will be a few things in Randall's package. Oh, that sentence sounds so weird. Randall's package. But yeah, I'm excited. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. Jeff to Space, what is going on? Welcome. And, wait, my mic got crunchy and reverbery. Like, it was probably because I'm loud. Sometimes I get loud and too close. Sometimes I'm loud and too close. And then sometimes I'm not. Then sometimes I'm back here. But yeah, I'm bad. Preston Hoskins, welcome. What is up? And then let's see. Buy a plane ticket, rent a car, do whatever you need to accomplish your goals. YOLO. What? Oh my God, that's a super chat. Shit, Bob, Bob, I appreciate it. Wow, thank you so much. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe I'll even puppeteer on Sesame Street. They're right up the road, in New York, only like an hour and a half away. So yeah, all right. So pop your questions in the chat. But let's talk about this. This is the original Grail case, and it's the one that I can whip out pretty easy, and we can show like the old style versus the new style. And as you can see, there's how we magnetize the front was to use metal tape and the magnetic tape together, which still works amazing. You won't get the flush, you won't get your acrylic flush, but it's very strong. In fact, let me see if I can hook this up real quick, and then we can go around the room. We'll go around the room. I'm just realizing there's some other things that I wanted to bring up as an update. So I need to finish this room, guys. This room has to be finished. So I might do some impromptu live streams during the week just to hang, grab a cold beverage, and I'm going to slowly put all of these cases together. And I thought, what the hell? Might as well just toss a camera on and talk to you guys while I do it. It's not going to be like a straightforward tutorial or anything. It's just going to be me like finishing the lights, finishing some of these cases that I have on the wall here. So yeah, so that's an announcement I wanted to make. It'll be random. I'm going to be like, oh, I feel like doing this today. And then I'm going to do it and throw on a camera. But yeah, so metal tape and magnetic tape versus the neodymium magnets. And let's see, I was turning something on for you guys. The neodymium magnets, they're very strong, but they're very small. So you got to the bigger your case, the more you got to put on. But there is a solution to, especially if you have a hanging case. I use a piece that screws into the aluminum extrusion. I've showed it to you before, and I will show it again. On the bigger your case, you're going to want that extra support, so you don't have your acrylic sheet just fall down. So let's see. There it is. Oh yeah. Let's look at this this room. This room. All right. So the top case over there is the original hanging display case, And this one has the, what do you call it? The magnetic tape and the metal tape. Oh. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is like a little bit of separation. You can see where the magnetic tape and the metal tape are. But it doesn't look that bad. And the cool thing is, I mean, just the strength of this. It doesn't slide at all. Unlike some of having a heavier. Well, I guess this is pretty heavy. This is a 1/16 of an inch, so you can do 1/16 of an inch on the front if you want, which works out great. But as you can see, when you take it off, you kind of can see the white of the metal tape. It's one of the things I didn't like with the what do you call it? Oh man, my seat. Ah, you know what? You guys didn't see a goddamn thing, did you? Hold on. You saw me disappear. There we go. Jesus Christ. I need a production crew. All right, so let's go back. So, if you can see it's a little separation, but you can't really tell. It also keeps it still, the dust stays out as much as possible because you have that whole strip of magnetic tape there and metal tape. Let's see, yeah, and like you can see, it doesn't slide at all. It's very, because you have more surface area of magnet, a lot of touching, which I'm gonna redo this whole thing because I would like to do it all spray paint. Yeah, that's the other thing we'll talk about. I'm really digging the spray painting, but yeah. So this is the original hanging display, and then I made the second one, which is now just a place where it's like my junk drawer of display cases. It's turned into the junk drawer of display cases, y'all. All right, now that shit. Now that I'm all right. God, I gotta learn how to like switch cameras and stuff. So yeah, so one of the first differences that I like is this, but using neodymium one. My bag of magnets. I got a bag of magnets. I got so many magnets. And I really didn't need to talk about this one first, but I guess I really wanted to, we really wanted to talk about the neodymium. But the neodymium can slide in the channel. You have to get the one that's 5 millimeters wide, or it will not fit. Which reminds me, I got some cool. Oh no, is there a cracked one? Son of a gun. No. Wait a second. Wait, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. All right, so there's 30 there. All right, they didn't shortchange me. Just seems weird. So yeah, so neodymium. They're small. I mean, this is, what is it? I think this one's 25 by 5 by 3. Right, let's see. 30 pieces. It doesn't say. Anyway, these are little. These are very strong, but you got to use a lot of them. Sometimes, depending on how big your acrylic is going to be on the front. So you might just want to go with this. Would be a bit cheaper to do the metal tape and the magnetic tape, but you do have to, like, I mean, technically you won't see the white when the acrylic is on, So you don't have to cover this in black, but I do it because I'm just, my OCD hits in, and if I take it off and I see the, what do you call it? See the white, and it's supposed to be black, I like freak out. But then you have this down here where the white has, that's not it. You can see the white right here. I pulled it too tight. What I should have done is had it loosely lay on it and then cut it. But I pulled it tight, cut it, and then it contracted. And that's on me. That is on me. But actually, for the most part, that did stay on pretty well. I am going to replace all this stuff. The top is going to be all magnets, not screws like this. But this is, yeah, I'm going to fix all that. We're going to fix all that. All right. Let's see what you guys are chitting and chatting. What's up, Daguito? What's popping? What's popping, Costa? Where's Lou? Let's see. Wayman 42. Those are magnets made by the aliens in the Star Wars prequels. Yes, they are. 𝗖𝘀𝗲𝗹𝘆. Not seeing that. Yeah, that was me, Rambling Man. Rambling Man, yeah. Didn't catch anything. Oh, I love going back. Costa, my friend, I was in YouTube jail for weird reasons, but what? Oh man, I am so sorry. That's probably an interesting story there, Star Wars Addict 77. Welcome back, out of YouTube jail. I'm sorry, man. I can't hear anything you're saying. Yeah, I need to. I'm very close to having enough for the lav mic I can walk around with. I am sorry. 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗶 is one of those words that is fun to say after visiting the dentist. Everyone will be thinking you're having a stroke. That is true, Bob. That is true, especially that Novocaine, man. Oh shit! So you have lightened and made my collection on Room so much more with their awesome videos. I really appreciate what you have done. Wow. All right. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. Anyway, I'm so happy that, I could help you guys, because, like, I know this is toys. I know it's not, but after, getting to know some of you, it's important to us. It helps with the mental health. It helps with a lot of, our day-to-day, and screw anyone that says any different. Thank you so much, Star Wars Addict 77. Wow. So let's, let's go through the video, and we'll go through the stuff that has been updated. At some point, I'm hoping to make an updated video for this and add some things. Let's see. Display. There we go. Should I? Boop. Voila! So, let's see if I can scrub through this. So, now, on this, you'll see Ooze Nest. I am starting now with shipping. It's gotten like really crazy. Let me see if I can add a video into this. Wow, look how young I looked 2 years ago. I'm kidding. I do. Just a little, the beard. Hold on. Let me see. I can't see what my beard looks like. Am I still? And this lighting makes me look like I need to go tan. I'm the whitest Greek in my family. But let's see. Let's get back to this. All right. So I now use I use a bunch of different two different people. I use Open Builds here in the US and Ooze Nest. Shipping is getting crazy though. So what I do is Let me see if I hold on one second. Let's see if I can do a combo. I'm gonna try to add another screen to my display screen. Video capture device. There we go. Oh, there I am. It's making me small. Nope, that's not making me smaller. Why is that not making me smaller? I need to be in the back. Will this make me smaller? There we go. No. I don't. Is it? No. Is it? I'm confused. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to add, capture device on here, but it is not working. And I'm just looking. Jeez. All right. Anyway. So using, so what I will do is I will go to 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗆, put everything in there, figure out what I need, and then I will then go to, what do you call it? I will then go to 𝗬𝗀, and there I will double check, see how much the difference is, and then pick the one that I want. The only issue is that 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗆, it's a little extra that you have to do to get your cuts and ask them for your cuts. And the other thing is they may or may not be able to tap your ends. So when I went to them and I asked them, hey, how much is it to tap each end? And they sent me messages 50 cents an end to tap, but they might not be able to depending on how busy they are. So so a lot of the times I will go with 𝗬𝗀 just to get that the little extra, I can get everything tapped. They'll cut it to as small as 50 millimeters, or no, as small as 40 millimeters, which is the only way you can do the what do you call it? Do the platform. So that's like you have to go to 𝗬𝗀 or go online and try to find a place that'll have 40 millimeter length. Their max smallest, their smallest minimum is 100 millimeters. So 𝗬𝗀 is much better at that. It's just the shipping. DHL is getting they're out of their mind with how much it should cost to ship some of the stuff. So I mean, the more you buy, the more it'll make sense, because the shipping and the price will be kind of similar. The more, if you want to make 3 cases, you might as well buy everything all at once instead of waiting. So yeah, so the going between 𝗬𝗀 and let's see, view. Yeah, so going between 𝗬𝗀 and 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗆, it just depends. Like this new case that I'm planning on building, which is it's all going to be 2020 aluminum. It's all going to be what do you call it? It's just going to be very simple. Also, we're not going to drill any holes in the new case. We're not drilling any holes. You'll see. I'm gathering all the materials. I will have everything ready. I will put it out a week or 2 before we even decide to do the build for the new case that I'm working on. So you'll have everything when we do that live build. Not like my lazy ass who's putting up stuff like a week before. No, I'm gathering all the material. I mean, I'm talking about I found lights that we can slide into the channels of the aluminum extrusions. It's going to be a really cool case. So, So yeah, open builds, ooze nest, you know, it's up to you. Let me see if I can do this again. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do another. See if display screen. Canon. If I put the Canon up. Oh, look, I am up in the corner. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. Can you? All right. So, this is what I wanted to do. So, we're on the frame. And now, the frame, guys. Like, this video, like, I don't really need to make more videos to make smaller cases. Grill, I mean, you know, I guess it's cool to have, like, the little extra things that I'll do to it compared to this one. But all the basics are in this video, like how to make this this case, and you can make them any size that you want. So let's get down. So, you know, you have your two different methods. You got your let's see if I can get it. Your measure and your drill with the hole. That's the same. That's one way. And then you have where's the other method number 2? Now, I don't use this jig anymore. I've got another jig. And there's even better jigs out there. Guys, in the chats, I know some of you, I need to go and get, there are other jigs out there, but this is, let me go to the main screen. So this, you use these T-nuts. You use the T-nuts and you slide them in. You slide those T-nuts in. And then you tighten them and you have it, you know, tight on your extrusion. You have your jig tight on your extrusion. Just be careful not to pinch it. But yeah, this is from Fun King 3D. And this isn't in the original video, but yeah, this and these bushings you have to buy separately from Zorro.com, and if you're in another country, it might be, you probably can get them to someplace else. They're bushings. They're metal. Unlike this one, which is just plastic, which it would just get wider and wider. These holes would just get wider and wider. And these are kind of getting wider. Let's see. You can see the bottom two. So these top. All right, now it's the top two. The top two are a little different. They're a little wider, yes. And you just got to be careful with your things. Let's see. It is, but we pay so much for them. It's important. It helps break the day today. Thank you. Smash that like button. Yes, my dude, Chris. I cannot wait to talk to Chris. He has been building his aluminum cases, and he's learned some things, and I love learning things. And that's what this is all about. We learn from each other. Somebody might have an amazing idea or something awesome that has they found. Because it's always changing. Some of the stuff that I've tried to look for and thought were available like 2-3 years ago, now somebody's made. So it's great. Let's see, Rambling Man. I'm going to be building a full wall of aluminum extrusion shelves in a couple of months. Got 2 questions. Didn't really catch it. For large acrylic panels, do you prefer neo-magnets or the tape? So I'm at the moment, I'm enjoying the neodymium magnets. I use, let's see, I don't know if you can see this. So when I have a larger display, I use this lip. Why is it so bright? Let's see if I can fix the ISO here. Why is it so bright? Is it ISO? Oh no. Is my phone dying? We're going. Yeah, my phone is like not enjoying. Anyway, so the neodymium magnets work great. And if you follow the way I've done them in the live builds, they'll work great. They go flush. If you want to make sure that they won't fall down, use a lot of them. And that's the drawback of the neodymium. Unless you have a lip, which I'm hoping... Alright, there we go. So, let's go back here. So, you see, I have this piece, and you can see I've banged it several times with my light. But now I have this lip where the acrylic actually sits. Now I haven't figured out a way to not have a gap. So like if you wanted to stack this on another case, you definitely could, but I'm not sure how. There might be like a little gap that, here, let me shut that so you guys can see it all. So like I think this is the longest you can get. I think this one's about 1 meter. I want to say maybe it's longer, but you attach it using using T-nuts and screws, screwing the T-nuts. So this is how I keep these from falling. Like if you were to get a Maji case, they either do it there or went to a company that adds a lip to their front of their aluminum extrusion, which I'm actually looking into designing my own extrusions, and there are a couple of places. That have the ability where you can design your own extrusions, which is pretty cool. Which I'm also thinking about doing for the new case, is to have the fronts. I'm not sure if it'll be like all of the visible extrusions to have flat fronts. So I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, but it's something I'm working on. So for it to have a higher upscale look to it, I think the neodymium magnets are probably the nicest of them. In fact, let's see if I can pull any of these down. Let's see. Shit. All right. Well, I ripped one off. How about that? I ripped the magnet off. No. I pulled too hard. Oh, I didn't rip them. Alright, I'm seeing things. Alright, these are on perfect. Never mind. I didn't do anything. I'm going to show you what I did with this one. This one's a little different. So. Yeah, everything. My brain's playing tricks on me. So. This, real quick. I doubled up the neodymium magnets, so now they're 50 millimeters long. So you have 50 millimeter long, and then, on the side, I use one there, and then a double up here. So you can always do that. For this one, yeah, and it wasn't moving or anything. I just used this lip, which you can see better here. Like, it comes out and fits perfectly for wait, what is it? 3/30 seconds? Right? Is that what it is? Now I forgot what size. But yeah, and it'll slide right in. I wish I could do this one-handed, but I cannot. I cannot do this one-handed. So yeah, you can double up the neodymium and make longer magnets. This is pretty sturdy without the lip, but it's hanging up. I wanted that extra you know, extra safety, extra, so it doesn't fall down. So, but yeah, and you can see. The other cool thing is, if you do this a certain way, it, like, you can, your acrylic will only be able to go back the way you put it on. So, let me see if I even, is this the right way? Is that the right way? And this is, I think, is this 330? I think this is 330 seconds because it's a little bit more rigid. Let's slide this back on. And no, it's upside down. How about that? All right. You can tell because the magnets don't want to stick. Oh, I cannot wait to fill these cases. There we go. Ooh. You get that nice snap. Get that nice snap. So yeah, I mean, I prefer the neodymium, even though the metal tape and the magnetic tape probably will end up being cheaper, maybe. I have to run the numbers, but I do like the look. I like the look of that. So yeah. And for black shelves, do you prefer bed sheets, felt, velvet? I use the upholstery grade velvet. Like bed sheets seem cheap. Like if you're, so the reason I made the videos that I made is to get that same look of the higher end display case. I like the velvet. It's like, so it's like $7 a yard. It's 52 inches wide, and then you get the yard. For like these display cases, you would only need to 3 yards, so it'll end up being like $20 or something like that. You can find them on Amazon. There's 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗆.com. I like using the velvet, upholstery grade velvet. It's meant for couches and stuff. Could you imagine having a velvet couch? That would be killer. But yeah, I also like, and hey, I also like so the white faux leather, that's the boat faux leather, also comes in black. So I'm tempted. I think I'm gonna go back and grab some of that, because it is meant to last. I mean, it's meant for boats, for God's sakes. So I might try to see how the black faux leather looks. The only downside to like velvet or felt or anything like that is the if you do get dust on it, or if you do, like, your figures touch it up, it'll leave marks. You take a lint roller, clean it off. You can also use, like a Woolite like spot cleaner. I just bought some. I don't know if I have it in here. So if you need to like have a stain or something on the velvet, they like Woolite makes a good like spot cleaner thing. Let's see. Have you ever thought about adding sound via compact speaker and board into the display, even in the ultimate display case? Yeah, actually, I have. I have so many ideas for these cases that I can only work on them like little by little. But that's, yeah, dude. Imagine like having, like if you wanted like sound effects coming from your display, like even motion activated, I think would be cool. It would, I think it would be cool. You could, yeah, it's a great idea, especially for display cases. Cat in the house! Welcome! If, dude, you come up here anytime, I'm taking you out for cheesesteak. For a good cheesesteak. But yeah. Here we go. Costa After Dark, LOL. Yeah. T-Nut, slide them in. God, I didn't realize I was that far behind. I've pinched the nuts way too many times. Oh, sorry. Welcome, Indiana Bones. But yeah, don't pinch those nuts. Tighten that on your extrusions. What's up, Luminaire Strife? What is going on, Philly? Welcome, Philly. I used board and then wrapped it in wall vinyl. Oh, that's another good idea. I'm thinking about also doing. So, let's say you have a case that has a wooden shelf or something on it, but you have those figures with the magnets in the feet. Putting a nice like strip of metal, steel, like thin, and then covering your shelf, and then you can put your little magnetic figures on it and stuff. I was thinking about doing something like that where I'd have a strip and I would attach neodymium magnets to like a crotch grabber. So this way you could put a crotch grabber anywhere, make sure it's a strong magnet. But for those people who do not want, want that extra security of their figure not falling over, putting magnets in the crotch grabber and having anywhere you can put the figure, you'd have the crotch grabber, especially if you have a strong magnet, it should be able to hold it. That's another thing I'm working on. So many things. Figure craft. Recommend. Any plexiglass shops? Well, for you, since you're out in California, you probably have a ton. And what I did here in Philadelphia, which everything plastic here in Philadelphia, they have other locations and they do ship, but shipping is expensive for these. But I would do acrylic sheets near me and go to the map and just like click on different places on the map and see if they have a website and call them up. And that's like how I found everything plastic here in Philadelphia. And they have been amazing. Kim over there is like, I'm getting the infinity glass for this build that we're gonna do, which is like, for all those photographers that want that like infinity looking thing from the, I guess Apex Time has the one, because that's what we're gonna make our own Apex Time looking case. Now we're not gonna do a glass front, which I don't understand why you're doing a glass front with 3 sides that are acrylic. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, acrylic sheets near me in Google. Go to the map and it'll list like every place that's like a plastics place. So yeah, that's what I would do. What is up, 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗶? I hope you are having an amazing day, sir. I'm glad you're here. I'm super happy you're here. What the fuck? Cat in the house? Holy shit. Thank you. But the cheesesteaks are on me when you come here, sir. We've been to like Cat in the House where so I'm an Eagles fan. Cat in the House is a Redskins fan, so the Eagles and the Redskins are playing this weekend. Now here's the crazy thing. I lived in Philadelphia up until the age of 8. Then I moved to Baltimore. And I went to high school in Maryland. But I always stuck with the Eagles. I could never get into any of the Washington teams. Love the Orioles, love the Phillies. It's hard for me when you're 8 and you go from one city to another. It's tough. But I grew up in both, and but for some reason the Washington teams I could not get into, never. But it's gonna be a good game this weekend, and I can't wait to see what happens. But thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. He said 75 for steaks and 25 for the show. Yeah, so definitely Philly. That is like the easiest way. when you find the acrylic place, they should be able to do everything and anything you want. In fact, I like if they will make like an acrylic box. I'm thinking about making um for the platform to take an extra step if you want to have a cover, to do a tutorial on making a cover, and they're there to help me with that, and they're amazing. They're amazing. Curtis Booth, what is up? I hope everyone's having a great day. So glad I can finally make it to the live. Welcome, Curtis. What's going on? Ooh, A Rambling Man's Life, Interstate Plastics. There you go. And let's see, the Broke Collector. I have my Advanced 2.0 Spider-Man's flight stand hanging inverted using magnets, so he is truly flat. That's, dude. Do I not have a picture of this? Send me a picture. I want to see this. I love when you guys send me like pictures of your collection. I so enjoy looking at everybody else's things. Come on, Flyers, dude. Flyers. I told you. No Washington teams. No. Like when I was little, I would go to Flyers games, and when you moved to Baltimore, there was only the Orioles there. I went to college before the Ravens came, but my family became a Ravens fan, which is weird. Well, I guess it's not weird. They came in '95, so yeah. So I was Philadelphia sports all the way. I went to like every sporting event. I met Bobby Jones in like the early '80s when I was a kid. I'm like shook his hand. Julius Erving. But I still love my Orioles. I love my Phillies and my Orioles. It's hard. I know it's two cities, but when you're a kid growing up in both cities and following both, it's hard. And they're in two different divisions, so it's fine. It's fine. American League, National League, two different leagues. It's fine. I'm allowed to. I don't care. But yeah. Dougie, correct answer, LOL. Dude, I lived in St. Louis after college for a bit, and when the Flyers played the Blues, I was wearing Flyers jersey to the game. But I'm glad I get to see them anytime I want here. It's a shame that they're not doing. They're okay. Let's see. Could send some before pictures of my current setup. Yes, I love the like the progressions. The new tribute video is going to be a lot of showing progressions. So I'm glad a lot of people have sent me their beginnings, and sometimes they sent me in the beginning, in the middle, and then when it was all done, the end. I love seeing that beginning to end, and it's great. Caps, baby. Ovechkin's overrated. I'm kidding. Let's see. The front frame from Magispace is a modified 2020. Yeah. And 2040 3L with 3mm flange. The 3L refers to the extruded sides. With fourth side would be flat. Yeah. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to look for something like that. They're original cases, and I'm wondering if they still do it now. You still have to screw in the front case. Maybe. I don't know, but probably not, since it has a lip now. But the originals, you had to there was a little screw at the top, and you would screw it in to make sure it didn't fall down. I like neo magnets in case and magnetic tape on acrylic, flush air tight. Oh, you did. I didn't even try that. I was thinking about that today. I'll have to try that. That's a great idea. Dagito, wouldn't be a Philly team if they didn't break your heart a little. That's true. But I was born the last time they won the Stanley Cup. The year I was born. They won it a few weeks before I was born. So I want to see. I don't want to be one of those like Boston fans and never see a Flyers championship, because out of the 4 teams here in Philly, I think like Flyers are at the top for me. So, and then I called Tap Plastics in Cali. Is Tap Plastics is in Cali? Because they pop up all the time when you search for acrylic sheets. So yeah. All right. Let's go. So we're still here. Let's see. Your screws, you still do the same for this. And this is me putting it together. And now the shelf. Now, and here's a commercial. I'm getting commercialed. I'm getting commercialed here. Sadness. Skip commercial. All right. So now the shelf itself. I definitely still use wood. Some of these, like, you can go a 1/2 inch. I have these shelves in various different thicknesses, depending on how big the display case is. So for the really big display case, and let's see if I can get a shelf in here. Yeah, all right. So for the really big, so this is a 1 inch, so it really is 3/4 of an inch, the actual size. So for a really big display case, you want to go with this. It'll be sturdier. You can hold more weight. With a smaller display case, like the individual display cases, you don't need anything like real thick. Also, if you're just putting on like action figures, it's not that heavy. And I don't know if there are any little statues that are even heavy enough to break wood. That is, I think, what is it? Is it 1/4 of an inch? I don't know. It's the ones for these. Let me see where. I want to say this is very thin, but let me move. Where is my? I'm getting confused with the cursor. So this is very thin, but it's like. Also, it's small, so there's a small surface area, and you're gonna have a frame here, and here, and like you don't need it that thick, and you don't want it to take up more space than it has to in your case. So, and I don't know if you can see. Can you see? There's, some things that need to. I don't know what I did here, but you can clean those off and use a lint brush to take care of most of this. Let's see. Put this back. I love that snap. Let's see. Cat has. I have some Module cases that uses small neomagnets, eraser size, with your cases. Yeah, the round ones. Yeah, the round ones. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out easier ways to do that. Cheaper ways to do it. I think that's the key. I guess looking for cheaper ways to make your cases, but make them look super high end, and you don't have to wait 2 years. Hopefully, 𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗶. I'll let it slide. No, I'm sad. No, I'm not sad. It is. Maybe one day they'll get their. Have their cases made quickly. It looks like Apex Time are having problems, like they're back ordered places. So making your own case is beneficial. And if you take your time, it'll look exactly like theirs. Trust me. Trust me. I mean, yeah. LOL, thank you, sir. So yeah. So the shelf, you know, depending on how big it is, it'll depend on the thickness. Depending on if you plan on putting a bunch of statues in there, definitely go with a thicker one. Where am I at? 3:55. All right. I have a hard out between 4 and 4:30 because I have to go to dinner. But we will definitely get through all this. So like the shelf, da 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 da. So I know a lot of people don't. What the heck? I know a lot of people don't like the upholstering. It doesn't bother me. It's I mean, the corners are a pain in the ass. But like I said, you can cover it with anything. A lot of people, especially if you get a good piece of wood that has no knots like this wood. Now, you can get a really cheap piece of wood like this one, which has knots everywhere. I would recommend covering that with the fabric. But you get a really good piece of wood, you can use contact paper. You can use, I think some people have used wallpaper. Obviously, depending on the size and what you can grab from, like Amazon, you can get self-adhesive velvet, which we use for the smaller stuff. Yeah, there's so many different materials. If you want to go with the bed sheets, I'm not saying not to, unless just the look of them, depending on what bed sheet. Are they, 600 count Egyptian cotton? Is that what we're doing? Because then that's really, why aren't you sleeping on those? That's what we're doing. But yeah, if you want the premium look, you're gonna need some of the premium stuff, which luckily doesn't cost that much. It just looks premium, which is great. That's what we need. We need stuff that looks premium. So yeah, there's staples and then the panels. So we got another commercial, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get like if I show a commercial, do I get? No, I'm not gonna get copyrighted for it. It's my so let's see. So the back panel, in the original video, I have it at 6mm because in my brain, since the gap in the aluminum extrusion was 6mm, I'm gonna get 6mm thick panel. You don't need a 6mm thick panel. We've talked about it. 3mm thick panel is all you need for the back and top panels. And if you're gonna hang your display on the wall, you'll want to make a bottom panel too. Now, the back panel doesn't have to be PVC sheet. Could be mirrored acrylic. Could be regular acrylic. If you want to have, be able to see the back. Using, you can go with the, if you want a white background, you can go with the fiberboard from the original garage shelf. That's $18 for a huge sheet. You can cut that, and then you could put any kind of background you want on it. You can do anything with the back panel. So yeah, and you're not limited. You're only limited by your imagination. That's it. And 6mm. It can't be bigger than 6mm. Whatever you're planning. You could do a diorama on the back panel and slide it in. As soon as I get all the measurements done for my Ninja Turtles display case that I want to make. 1/6 Syndicate. He's an amazing artist. He's gonna make a background, like a city street background for it. You can do that. It's endless. Just make sure there's enough border around it that it fits into the slot. So yeah. And if you can find other materials for the, for the back panels and the top panels, by all means. What's up, OAF Skywalker? Wait, why is this not popping in here? All right, I gotta go main screen. There we go. Hey, Costa, I'm not Greek, but I studied ancient Greek for 3 years in college. My friends and I call each other Malaka since you're Greek. Would it be all right if I used it on my channel? Yeah. From Malaka, you can use Malaka. Greeks, we're like, you use whatever you want. Call each other Malaka. Call yourself Malaka. Call a friend Malaka. Go ahead. It's fine. It's totally fine. I also took ancient Greek in college for 2 years before I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I took it because I know Greek was my first language, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be, I'm gonna eat it all up. I'm gonna kill everybody on this. It's not the same. It's not the same. No. Modern Greek and ancient Greek. Nope. Not even, no, not the same. And, yeah. I mean, I still did well. Just, yeah, misplayed that one. Let's see what Rockamacra is. I'm going to TAP next week to go over costs and adding 3mm deep holes in 6mm thick acrylic. You're doing 6mm thick acrylic for your front panel? Yee. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to chat about this. That's thick. That's thick. I like Yanni. Am I Greek too? Funny you should say that. My grandfather, anytime I would have friends, bring friends over to his house, he's like, you know Costa, you Greek. So if you know me, you're all Greek. So welcome. Welcome to Greekness. And don't be a malaka, okay? Vret, don't be a malaka. Δεν θέλεις να είσαι μαλάκα, θέλεις να είσαι καλό παιδί. Okay. So yeah. Now I'm thrown off. Where are we? Oh, we're on the back and top panels. So yeah, use whatever you want. If it fits in the slot. Don't put anything in the slot, okay? Just don't. Okay. Real quick. So, now, you see me drilling a hole here. After years of just drilling holes, I've decided you don't even need to drill a hole. You just need to cut out a corner. Enough for this is for your light wires to slide through. So, you just need to cut out a notch in the corner. Just a little, to be a little above your shelf and a little over so it can fit the plug through. I'm never going to drill a hole in it. So, it makes no sense anymore. Because you just need an opening. I don't even know why I did this. It's the only way I knew, damn it. It's the only way I knew. So, next up is the acrylic. Alright, the acrylic panels. Alright. Yes. Wow, this is perfect for this commercial. Perfect. Oh, there we go. So, you will never see me do this ever again. Alright, where is it? Where's me? There, scoring. You will never see me You will never see me score. Everybody, I'm letting you know right now. You will never see me score again. Sadly. But for the best. because whenever I did this, I could never get a straight cut. I watched a gajillion videos and thought, hey, these guys must be doing something special. No, I don't know what they're doing because they get a straight cut every time. I don't get it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, if you have a place that you get your acrylic from that will cut it for you, bring the measurements. Have them cut it for you. Have them cut it for you. Because they'll do it for free. Most places, even the big box stores, will do it for free. So, this isn't any different, except in this video, I did, let's see, what is this? All right. So in this video, for the side acrylic, I think I did, I put a piece of, yeah, the part of the foam. So I put open cell foam on the edges to seal it in. Well, now I have slot covers. I don't know why they still call them slot covers, but they're specially made slot inserts for glass, for acrylic, for whatever, you know. You can even use them for your backs, for your back panels or what have you. Or if on the sides you don't want acrylic on the sides and you want to have two like PVC sheets on the sides, you can use the you can use it for that. But yeah, so for this video, I did open cell foam to seal it all in so that there's no dust. But I don't do that anymore. Yeah, let's see if I can get a better picture. Yeah, I don't do this. So this is the open cell foam, and then I cut it in half. I cut it, and then I cut it in half. And yeah, and then we put it on. I don't do that anymore. Zorro, I found them finally after searching with Scott Taylor from the community. We looked for all over the place for these slot covers that you'd slide your acrylic in. Finally, it took like 6 months to find a place that had them. So yeah, so that's the difference. And then the big difference now, adding vinyl tape. I still like it. I still like it. That is, oh, that's the magnetic tape on there, along with the vinyl tape. But after doing the most recent way of doing it with spray painting, using a flat enamel or a flat acrylic paint, go back and check the Mercury Grail case. Yeah, I'm going back to Mercury, but we're calling it the Mercury Grail case, and it's gonna be the Atlas Grail case. That's what we're just gonna call these. But yes, I prefer the spray paint. It looks good. You also get, let me bring it out. You also get a choice of two sides. So when you do this, like, you can pick which side you want. So this is the side that is painted. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. So all right. So this is the side that's painted. But then if there's any imperfections on the side, you flip it around, and this is the side that's not painted. Ooh, there we go. And this is the side we decided on, guys, during the thing. And this is pretty solid. I'm loving it. I really am digging it. Also important that I didn't realize until I started doing this, because I needed to do it for this because we were spray painting it, is the sanding procedure. So much better. It's so smooth. And compared to even the ones with the cases with the vinyl tape, you can still see where the edges are jagged. Follow that that sanding procedure, and it'll be smooth and awesome, and I am going to be going back to all of these cases. And I may or may not do the spray paint, although I probably am. But I am gonna go do the sanding procedure on them. It'll help your like if you do the vinyl tape version, it will help your tape lay better on the corners and the edges So yeah, I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we went that extra step. So yeah, instead of vinyl tape, you can do spray paint. Vinyl tape's still good. Let's see. T-slot reducers. Are they called T-slot? Because when I go on to we're talking about the slot covers, right? Because when I go to Zorro, they have them as slot covers. Let me real quick. I'll bring it up. Let's see if I can bring it up. Bring up my Zorro account. Zorro account login. My account login is 1 billion people. And no, all right. Let's see. Oh. What? My login failed. Uh-oh. What's going on, Zorro? Somebody get my account. I don't like that. Anyway. Okay, T-slot reducers. I'll look that up. Yeah, scoring for me was good and bad, LOL. Once I thought I got it down, and then I went to the right or left instead of going straight. Yeah, man. I don't even know. Trying to find cheap ways of doing it, and then going through it, and then realizing they do it for free. Oh, let's see. Anyway, let's go back to the video. All right. And that might be the last of the things that I did different. Because, like, here you can see, covering, there's the metal tape. Yeah, the magnets. All right, here we go. Oh, yours is, yeah. So I think it's a different thing. Because I know what you're talking about. It's a piece that slides into the side of it, right? That's what you're talking about. T-slot. Let's see. Anyway, all right. So next, putting it all together. So what is this? Adding lighting. All right, so adding lighting. Yeah. What do I do differently? Really nothing from this video. It's the same lighting, same style. I use the corner. For this one, I use these. It's a corner extrusion. And then is it? Did I use it? This does not look familiar. What did I do, guys? Did I? No. All right, it's a corner, right? It's been so long. Oh yeah, it is. So I use like for just straight up lighting, white lighting. You can do. I'm starting to really get into the addressable lights. I'm digging the addressable lights. So we'll do more. I'm gonna do more with those. Welcome, Leo Soto. Welcome. So there are so many different ways to light this. Since this is bigger, you could get those spotlights. So there's that. And you can go addressable in there somewhere. If you want them to have, the addressable lights aren't going to be as bright, but they're good to have as an accent, which I'm really thinking about. I've also found 5mm wide cob lights that I'm going to slide into some slots. We're gonna be sliding. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, some really cool ones. They even have addressable lights that are that thin. So what I really need are monochrome white addressable lights so I can make zones. And if I can find those lights to make zones instead of having 6 different covers. Again, the next build is trying to, as best we can, replicate the Apex time without spending Apex time money, because it's like $150 plus tax and shipping depending on where you go. So yeah, the white's not awesome. You're right, the white's not although hold on, we'll bring this guy out. For this case, it was. And it just depends on how. Let me see if I can. Can we do this real quick without. Let's see. Let's see if I can. We'll show you the white light on this. So in this one, I use an 𝗙𝗀𝗏𝗏. Though they do make addressable monochrome lights, which is amazing. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix the. This will be the last thing. Oh shit! It's already working. So let us. Look at that down there. That looks awesome. Let's see if I can. WLED, go to config, LED preferences. So now I'm going to take the limiter off, which, let's see, there are more than that many LEDs. Let's see. Oh, 500, and then I gotta add another one, and which is 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 5 there. This GRB length. Too many LEDs for the handle. Oh shit. Damn it. I forgot. Oh, there's 90 on the bottom. Alright, there's 100 on the bottom and 100 on the top. Alright. So there's like 100. And then add. And then 100 to 200. SKB. Sorry guys, thanks for bearing with me. Oh, sorry. GPIO 5. Alright, you see the top and the bottom now. Now, I removed the limiter. Is it a smart idea? Probably not. The brightness limiter taken off. We're gonna go to straight white, solid. Let's go solid. And this is the white, and this is at 50%. And then if I want to run it up higher, you can. Now I gotta go fix. Anyway, I think for this case, though, if you look at now it's not. Now it's doing all kinds of weird shit. Hold on. Connection failed. I hate when the internet screws my connection. All right. Anyway, I think the white on this case turned out fine. But yeah, for the most part, don't use it for bigger cases, the white for on this. But for something like this, I think it looks fine. Anyway, but yeah. Also, the second part, really, if you're into photography, yeah, definitely. He's totally right. Like, analog is king for bright, good 𝗙𝗀𝗏𝗏. But yeah, you're right about that. For displaying, I think this does a good job. Now it's the Wi-Fi. It's not on the Wi-Fi anymore. Now I gotta freaking Why won't this shut off? Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I am there to help. I'm here to help you guys if you need it. Also, if you find any new things out, please come to me. I want to I'm here also to learn. I'm here to learn from you guys. I'm here to learn. I love finding out new things. If you guys found out better ways of doing things, amazing. So yeah. If you want to help out the channel, become a member. That's the easiest way. You get the videos 2 days ahead of time, and I apologize for not having. I have a few videos in the working, but having to go to the doctors a bunch has been kind of slowing that down. Yeah, join. Also, I every once in a while I'll post a Randall Rants, and I'm working on another one of those now, because there's a lot of things to rant about in the community, and in the world. So Randall will be ranting, or if you want to buy merch. This isn't my merch though. This is 𝗙𝗏𝗹𝗆. Go to his channel if you want one of these. And yes, turtles, 1990 turtles need to be in 6 scale. If you have made anything in any stage, I'd love to see it. I also am putting them. I put them in a folder for when the next tribute video to the community is. I love doing those videos. I love going back and seeing the photos as they've come in. You guys have been killing it. Yeah. I enjoy hanging out with you guys too. So that's like a win-win for me. So at popculturelivingroom@gmail.com, send me those photos. That's the best place to send the photos because they're big enough for the resolution is big enough. Yeah, that's it. Tomorrow, I've already made the live stream for it. So tomorrow, Points of Articulation. I know there's going to be like the Chiefs-Bills game is at 6:30, and then Will Foxification Will is doing I guess he's having InArt over at 7:30. I mean, I know a lot of people will go see that. At 8:30 though, Points of Articulation. It's gonna be a fun show. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, not just Hot Toys. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30. Have a lot of fun doing that one. It's the only panel game show out there for toy collecting. So yeah, come on out, support the channel. Hopefully the Chiefs lose. Did I say that out loud? I didn't say that out loud, did I? But thanks, Cat in the House. Rambling Man, good stuff, dude. Have a good dinner. Thanks, you too. Go Skins. Should they go? Yes, out of the playoffs. Thank you, Cat in the House. I'm going. Oh, awesome! Enjoy. Nothing like getting lots of meat. But yeah, so you guys rock. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow night, and we'll do this all again next week on Show Off. I forgot to ask you guys if you got anything new this week, so we'll have to do that next week, or just say it in the comments. I got Enigma Villain to go with my 𝗙𝘂𝗿𝗍𝗶𝗹𝗆 people. So anyway, love you guys. Peace.